Hello, my name is Olga Bazanova. The painting studio of Olga Bazanova is with you. Now I'll show you how to make fog on a dry painting. We have a dry picture, already completely dry, but the paint was literally applied on Tuesday, and today, for example, is Saturday. Well, that is, a few days ago. I take just such a brush. Although glazes are thin layers of paint that are diluted with a solvent or thinner or varnish or oil, to such a substance that 10% milk is obtained. Very fluid. I take this solvent. I dip a brush into it. By the way, glazing can also be done with a sponge. Ordinary sponge. I'll take a little whitewash and even a little yellow paint, so that the thin layer lays down more softly. And the color was not only white, but also some shade. This is how fog and softness are created. More solvent is used. All softness, fog is created in layers. That is, you have created some kind of layer. You want to make it even foggier, even softer, add a little more paint. You can always remove the previous layer with a solvent if the paint is dry, or diluent. Let's add some fog to the path. And add a little paint to the right side of the canvas too. You see, there is almost no paint. That is, it is very small. We apply it quite liquidly. Here we have fog coming out. Also, the fog lies very well under all sorts of bushes, trees. It can literally accompany. These dewdrops appear just from the wet fog in the picture. Thin layers of paint can completely change the color of the picture. But the most interesting, of course, is the fog. You can also add glazing. I now show, in addition to fog, also glazing. It is a thin layer of paint that fits so little paint on the canvas that it is almost either liquid, or that's barely noticeable, or a lot of solvent or thinner, or you wipe it accordingly. Put the paint on and rubbed it a little, respectively. And then you have some kind of brightness on the canvas. That is, a shade of light is added. There is a generalization of some forms. It looks very advantageous at work. Therefore, I highly recommend that those who have never used such a technique as glazing definitely try it. Do it dry. Some of your old works, they will find a new life. There will be some depth of work. The feeling will be completely different after applying such thin layers of paint. Good luck with your work with glazing. You can also work with a sponge, not only with such a brush with bristles.